entertainment purposes only. Copyright Mackenzie. Welcome to Who Yelling Now? I'm Olga Foreign, and this is episode 6, The Chosen One. This episode is not for the faint-hearted or zealots. It is a reflection, not a riot, a truth-telling, not a torch-bearing. We are not calling for war. We are calling for thought, for reflection in a world where silence is deadly, and loud men with little hearts write history in blood. When small men believe they have rights others don't, their thoughts and words become twisted. Let me help you understand their perspective of the world. Let's begin. Right to defend equals right to rule. I have the right to defend my nation, which means I own the earth by proclamation. My fear becomes law. My scars become swords. And anyone breathing beyond my borders is ignored. What you call land, I call legacy. What you call life, I call liability. Your children are casualties because I see defense as divine strategy. To strike first is wisdom. To flatten homes is just planning. To erase your map is securing mind. And if you disagree, you must be the threat. Am I a biblical bully? From biblical times I've walked with war. Neighbors lay bare on my sacred floor. God gave me stones and a sharpened jaw. I speak in sieges and ancient law. Every enemy is a prophecy fulfilled. Every threat just a pause, not a peace. I do not evolve, I remember, and remembering is my weapon. My roots are deep in holy dirt, and every scream I cause is sanctified. My ancient feud is your modern funeral. Bow to my history, or be buried by it. This is my holy viewpoint. I give you my moisture of mercy. If I spit on you, it's generosity, moisture from the divine. You call it insult, I call it present. I do not waste myself on the unworthy. Consider my breath a blessing, my contempt a kind of concern. My saliva has more sacred weight than your whole family's prayers. In my mouth, your worth is decided. In my spittle, your future foretold. So stand still and let me drizzle domination on your undeserving brow. Don't look away. Prepare for my holy slap. If I slap you, it's holy. My hand like a scroll unfurls truth. The sting is a scripture, the bruise a mark of favor. I touched you. Be grateful. Don't ask why. Just absorb the lesson. Your cheek caught my commandment. My palm moved in divine frustration. You were chosen to be corrected. Some are born to kneel, others to strike. Mine is the ministry of discipline. Your tears are hymn, your silence applause. I am gracious, therefore I am going to graciously stomp to save you. If I stomp you into the ground, know that I spared you the climb. Standing up was never your role. I flattened you to prevent the fall. My boot print is a warning, not a wound. You think oppression, I say preparation. You were never built to rise. I dig the hole, drop you in, then weep over your burial. Don't call it murder. Call it momentum. I crushed you to keep balance. By the way, welcome to sanctified genocide. When I kill you and your kind, I am not a monster. I'm a gardener. I uproot weeds. I trim disorder. Your extinction is a form of peace. Mass graves are policy. Ashes are administration. I count the bodies like receipts. In a war, I declare holy. Don't say massacre, say maintenance. Don't say crime, say crown. If I must end you to uplift me, then history will cheer. By the way, please compliment my anti-Semitic cloak, because I am the chosen one. Say otherwise, and I shall name you, not as wrong, but as evil. Not as critical, but as cursed. I created a word for silence, a word that haunts mouths and choke the truth before it breathes. I wear pain as armor and swing it with a blade. When I wound, remember my wounds. When I erase, recall what was done to me. I hold history hostage, and I dare you to question the ransom. My dear friends, don't come for me and choose that word to be used against me, as there's no truth behind it. But some will, because they refuse to allow anyone to say or speak the truth or just to have an opinion. We are not all guilty of the same crimes, but we are all responsible for what we allow. This episode was not to condemn a people, but to expose a mindset, that kind that wraps cruelty in culture, hate in history, power in pain. They are not the only ones. They are not the only group. I speak to all of these mindsets of cruel people sprouting hate. If your silence was shattered, share it. This was episode 6, The Chosen One. Keep yelling, keep questioning, keep living like truth is still worth something. And I shall see you in the next episode. Share, subscribe to Who's Yelling Now?